All I'm saying, reversal's a fair game. I'm a fair game player, and an honest person too well. It was soothing to get him out of my life. As in separate from him, you realize Kevin undermined me while I was pregnant with my child. And I found out, and I might have separated from him. Then I can't represent her. I don't deal with her any longer. I could perceive you that it was genuinely debilitating to see just truly on the grounds that a large portion of individuals wouldn't contact Truly to truly check whether he's accomplishing something beneficial in the event, that she was doing that what subjects you know punch a hole in the condom and get pregnant yet that blew up on me, didn't it, hi fam? Clutch your seats on the grounds that Kevin Tracker is going to experience some of what he might have doled out to someone else you always anticipated, that Carmen should rapidly get up to speed with him. After all that he and Sharina Hudson, his fancy woman, did to Wendy Williams. Yet it is as yet fulfilling to see such individuals getting what they merited, in addition to the fact that Kevin attempting to is keep Sharmana close by, yet their relationship is taking an unpleasant turn nowadays. And yes, Wendy is beginning to get the pieces as she gets better actually. And intellectually, obviously, she is cherishing this scene she battled for quite a long time. While Kevin and Serena were partaking in her well-deserved cash, and she was experiencing issues in her day-to-day existence this moment, it is her opportunity to have her sweet triumph in light of the fact that after that multitude of fights in court and foul words tossed at one another, her was making some better memories in Live Oak. It is Kevin's shortcoming in any case that his life is currently self-destructing, yet individuals are saying that Wendy had this arranged out. Is there a likelihood that she has something to do with all the turmoil? I mean, she was harmed, utilized, and humiliated. And she has the influence to turn things the opposite way around, so it was truly to be expected, assuming she is behind the continuous dramatization, in light of the fact that separated from these bits of gossip, that Sharina previously unloaded Kevin. She is likewise purportedly suing the man for kid support. We saw this approaching yet. It is as yet astounding how everything is gradually unfurling now. It's regressive, Barbie, yet you realize he deceiving up cash. She's in the front seat of my Rolls-Royce Ferrari. And you realize I mean, as a matter of fact, and our children in Miami. So I must be quiet on the telephone, with him, you know, like a caring mother. I must be blissful on the television, each day live from New York. Likewise, certain individuals are considering on the likelihood that Wendy wanted to fall to pieces Serena and Kevin to make sure she could have him again. I mean, how genuine could this at any point be on the grounds that how Kevin treated her isn't deserving of any possibilities, since Wendy awakened to the real world and chosen to end the marriage with Kevin Tracker. The last life has been topsy-turvy, despite the fact that he decided to be with the young lady who was once his escort and fathered his kid to her. His life gradually became untidy cash, assumed an enormous part in this dramatization at any rate. So when Wendy quit giving him severance pay, he likewise had no clue about how to continue onward throughout everyday life. Except before we discuss their unlawful fights, let us first investigate how his relationship with Wendy was destroyed by Sharina Hudson. Everyone knows that Kevin was wasting time with Sharina in any event. When he was as yet hitched to Wendy, that isn't the most chaotic and cringiest part in light of the fact that Kevin even utilized Wendy's cash to give Sharina rich gifts. 2. How screwed up, right? As per reports, Kevin and Serena began their teases in 2009. Goodness golly, this was 10 years before Wendy sought legal separation. Before you cause a stir on Wendy, let me let you know that she knew about his then. At that point, spouse's unfaithfulness, she remained with him all through those years. The justification for that we truly couldn't say whether that is out of adoration or something different. However, one thing is, without a doubt, Kevin never attempted to start the detachment, despite the fact that Sharina herself attempted to urge him to end the marriage. He was unable to do that since he was unable to stand to lose Wendy in a real sense. Wendy is the one with the cash. She has the influence, distinction, and impact. And while Kevin is simply, there he wouldn't have the option to purchase Sharina every one of the costly and excessive things she needs throughout everyday life. Notwithstanding Wendy's abundance, you folks, when I let you know that he is giving her cash, I truly mean it. He even got her a house said to be around $765,000. Come on, Kevin was not in any event being unpretentious, and didn't actually make a respectable attempt to conceal things, since Wendy later on found that the said house was only a couple of miles from the home where Kevin and Wendy used to live respectively. The dauntlessness of this person, truly. I'm going through a circumstance in my family. Is there an opportunity? And this is extremely confounded, with everything don't ask. Is there an opportunity? No young lady presently rehash about it in the web journals and the sensationalist newspapers. The location of this spot that he had bought to impart to this boondocks 9 miles from my home in Livingston. And they're experiencing the high country. That was only the beginning of it. Kevin additionally upheld Sharina's business by paying for her store. Sharina then again has attempted to wander on numerous things. Yet every one of them appears to flop. Perhaps it was her karma telling her that she wouldn't have the option to prevail through offending others. Since Sharina realizes that Kevin will burn through a large number of dollars on her, she ultimately made her efforts in a web-based dress business. Think about what Kevin contributed, a gigantic measure of cash. On that too again, this didn't give Sharina the achievement and distinction that she was hoping to have. Kevin's assurance to help Sharina that despite the fact that she is clearly bad in business, he actually upholds her in anything that she believes should do. He likewise assisted his fancy woman with being a confirmed real estate professional. Not shocking that even that one was a disappointment. On to Sharina's next try, which was a vegetarian organization. Clearly, Kevin got Sharina's back once more. And on top of the multitude of adventures that bombed, Kevin was additionally monetarily supporting Sharina. That with Wendy's all's cash simply envision. So perhaps Sharina permitted Kevin to keep his marriage for however long. She is getting every one of the material things that she needs. For what reason did Wendy let all of that happen, despite the fact that she realizes that Kevin was betraying her? The last straw for her was the point at which she figured out that Sharina and Kevin, as of now, have a kid. Rumors from far and wide suggest that Kevin and Wendy had an understanding that as long as Kevin didn't get Sharina pregnant, she would allow all that to go unnoticed. So all damnation break signs when it is uncovered that Kevin is having his own little family as an afterthought to say that Wendy was lost. What she learned about the kid is putting it mildly. In addition to the fact that she was wounded by the treachery, she was battling both truly and intellectually at when she petitioned for legal separation. Her concerns stacked up as though the entire world was betraying her. Loads of things were likewise uncovered by various insiders. Some say that Kevin never truly assisted Wendy with defeating her battles with being a drunkard. There were additionally guarantees that Kevin keeps on pushing Wendy to really buckle down, despite the fact that she is managing grave sickness. He ain't no one again to converse with except for the times currently were significantly more profound than they at any point were a major part of my life. I was unable to cite my mother, my father, my sister. They would have recently said, believe I'm like, yet I'm still enamored. I don't have the foggiest idea what to do. Like, are you serious with this? Is truly going down. So when she previously marshaled up the boldness to leave him, she additionally left him jobless, as she had him terminated in the Wendy Williams show. Don't suggest that you work with your better half, since I made him my director. And afterward, when I chose to separate from him, he must be terminated. Another. I made him separated and jobless. Across the board day moving ahead was the only real option with her choice. And Kevin obviously didn't go energetically. Yet Wendy's desired things. He was getting severance pay from Wendy for a really long time until Wendy chose to quit giving him any pennies. Kevin was depending such a huge amount on the cash that Wendy was allowing him consistently, so when everything halted, Kevin wouldn't allow it to slide, he said, when he was in recovery. And these individuals recently quit saving my cash pure and simple presently. I'm requesting to see all the bank records from the hour of a separation up to this point. And that will show what truly is happening happened with these individuals. Have attempted to starve me out. They have offered me repayment at pennies on the dollar. I won't allow them to pull off taking my cash or Kevin Youngster's. By the day's end, I brought in that cash. And I'm not allowing them to take it from both of us. He requested that Wendy kept on giving him cash consistently, as some of you definitely realize the court favored Wendy on this one.